I decided to take a 2-day coach trip to Kangaroo Island. I thought with no driving to do I could relax and enjoy the scenery and moreover wouldn't get the bottom knocked out of the car on the dirt roads. The coach took about an hour and a half from Adelaide bus station to Jervis Bay on the tip of the Fleurieu Peninsula, and then a ferry across to Penishore took about 45 minutes. On the island we were met by our tour coach driver, Caelan Tweeden. Now he proved to be a continuous stream of information on all aspects of the island that he is obviously very proud to be a resident of.
We are spread out between 3 townships this evening. As I drop us off, I will give you your pickup times for the morning. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, it will not be as early as it was for you this morning. The small cove coming up on our right-hand side is called Christmas Cove. This is a natural marina that was recently fixed up to take the pleasure craft from Adelaide. Our weather does differ between summer and winter. Our coolest month is July, and our temperatures will range between 13 and 18 degrees. Our warmest month is February, and our temperatures will range between 25 and 35 degrees.
First stop was the Emu Ridge Eucalyptus Distillery. As there are no large-scale commercial operations on the island, all the small cottage-style industries like this thrive. The guide talked about the special qualities of the eucalyptus tree and explained the basic oil production methods.
The new growth have a higher oil content because it's supple, the insects like to eat it, so as a natural defence mechanism, the plant will put more oil into the leaf. So they'll pack all that leaf in. Larry used to do it by foot. He had the easy job of throwing the leaf into the pot, get the workers to pack it down by foot. He's since gotten a bit more lazy, so now he gets the work leaf, whereas in winter we'll only get about 1 to 2 litres. So the oil runs off the top into the 20-litre container, and the water will run off and get reused again.
He went on to list the surprisingly numerous uses it can be put to, from medicinal through to cleaning. At one time there were 48 stills in operation. Now this is the only one working in the whole of South Australia. In the shop all their products are available to buy, as well as local arts and crafts.
When I first brought Rupert home, we thought the dog was his mother, and he was looking for the fuzzy pouch. I said, mate, it's the wrong race and the wrong sex, give up.
So here's the general store on our left. The little green shelter shed to our left is our information bay and our local school bus stop. You do have to be quite careful near the spiky leaves of a yucca plant. A friend of mine got one stuck in his eyelid and had to have a doctor remove it.
We stopped at the Birds of Prey Free Flight Centre. I worked for a number of years with all sorts of birds, but here I met a new one. Wally, he's a tawny frogman.
Wally just sits there during the daytime and completely blends into his background. Most people do not see Wally at all. In fact, if you were out walking in the bush, chances are you'd walk right past him. Every time I give Casper a bit, he actually believes he's grabbing hold of a mouse, so his talons do flex there. Well, strangely enough, the women usually say it tickles, it's the men that cry. Now, just the back of your hand, because the oil on our fingers takes away the bloom from their feathers, and that's what makes them waterproof. All birds. Barn owls in particular have given up a lot of that bloom. No, we don't get them up off the ground. Up here. There is no other bird that will do that, except just out here. Can give them a little stroke as well if you'd like. Up here. I did like to bring them over to the families. Their parents teach them quite a bit. They teach them not only what to hunt, but where to hunt, which is probably more important, because kookaburras are extremely territorial birds. Once the youngsters are born, the eldest kookaburras are supposed to bring back at least half of their food requirements. I hope you do see some of these beautiful birds on your travel. Do take care, as well as being fantastic hunters. They actually do spend a lot of time on the ground. From Jed and myself and the other birds, thank you and bye-bye.
We had lunch in a clean, modern, air-conditioned building. The barbecued chicken and sausage, accompanied by green salad and followed by fruit salad, was to quite a high standard. Then we set off for Seal Bay. I'd been looking forward to this, and I'm happy to say I wasn't disappointed. Another advantage of the coach trip is a guaranteed guide at all locations. If you're making your own way, you may have to wait around for some time to join an organised walk down to the beach. There's quite a lot to see at Pandana Wildlife Park. They have a particularly large collection of parrots and cockatoos, but there are many other birds and animals to see, including water buffalo and even crocodiles.
Apóyalo en la casa no se me ha movido.
But the main attraction seemed to be the ability to hand feed the kangaroos and get really close to the koalas.
Once one goes, the other one goes with it. So, yeah. Oh yes. I won't be catching him.
Say cheese.
You just have them as pets here, don't you? Oh, fun.
Cheese.
Amazing. I feel like a big
Charles, do you want to hold this one? No, all right.
The Island Pure Sheep Dairy was the last stop of the day. Here we saw the automated sheep milking, then watched a short film about the making of the famous cheeses and yogurts, whilst nibbling on fried halloumi. Later we were able to sample the yogurt and the Greek, Spanish, Italian and Cypriot style cheeses. As it moved into late afternoon, we were dropped off at our various hotels and motels to spend the night.